Hello?
Hello, Devjit, am I audible?
Yeah, hi Nikhil. You're audible.
Yeah, hi Devjit.
Yeah, one second. Yeah. Hi Nikhil. So tell me what's going on.
Yeah, just revising the concept before joining this call.
Okay, okay. Can you share me your resume once here?
Resume, yes.
Yeah.
Is it? I shared it.
Yeah, yeah. Got it.
Are you getting any background noise from my side?
Yes, yes, somewhat.
Okay, 1 minute.
Okay. Okay. Now tell me about yourself first. After that we'll get started.
Yeah, hi. I am Nikhil Sahu. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah, hi. I am Nikhil Sahu. I have total of 3.7 years of professional experience in Java development. My
Mm-hmm.
expertise My expertise lies in building scalable microservices and robust scalable system. I
Mm-hmm.
make contribution in adding the external partner APIs in our system, and I also collaborated with cross-functional teams to make the ensure the seamless integration.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my technical skill include Spring Boot, Spring Webflux, Reactive Java. I also contributed in building microservices from scratch in Reactive Java, where I worked on implementing instant write, scheduled write, parcel trips for the ride hailing solutions.
Okay, okay. So you have developed microservices from the scratch, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what design patterns you have used in your microservice?
Since this is our we are designing from scratch, so not such any design pattern like directly like we are using CRUD operations. Starting
Okay.
from CRUD operation, then we are developing. The only design pattern that we use is singleton design pattern to in case of logger, like there is a logger class to use
Mm-hmm.
logger across the to use the logging across our project. We
Okay, okay.
implemented a logger.
Okay, okay. So, why you have chosen microservice over monolithic? Because I can see like you have just done the CRUD operation, so it can be done via Spring Boot also, right?
Since there is an existing system already in PHP
Okay,
that is based on monolithic architecture, and
okay,
they are
okay,
migrating to Java to
okay,
microservices
okay,
because it is more flexible and it is event driven. So if the lot of the huge number of users will come or the traffic is huge, then the Java handle easily. Microservice handle easily that part.
okay. So that is fine. So can you explain me that part, what is the exact project requirement was there which you have implemented in microservice?
So like whole system. you want?
Yeah, like a brief overview of your project. So what has led you to take help of microservices instead of Spring Boot? What was the exact requirement of the project? And what was your role and responsibility?
Okay, so the existing system is in PHP. That
Mm-hmm,
is a that is whole ride hailing app. The booking will come to the system, and we will search the drivers nearby, and then whatever, and then we send the request to the driver, and driver accept the request,
mm-hmm,
and then we will assign the driver, and driver reach to the location to pick up the customer, and that verify OTP, all those things. This is all in monolithic architecture, and
mm-hmm,
they are shifted to microservices.
mm-hmm.
Our system, like we decide our whole system is like there are 6 to 7 microservices. One is
Okay.
registration microservice. Second is booking system that
Mm-hmm,
mainly I am responsible for it. Third is ride matching microservices. Fourth is notification system. Fifth is
mm-hmm.
pricing engine. So the main entry point of our microservices is booking system. Booking system microservices manages all the type of booking that is coming to the our system. Any First of all, a user will uh, put lat long, and the pickup info location, drop info location, and for that particular distance time we fetch the prices from the pricing engine. Then we show those prices along with vehicle details to the consumer
Okay.
select the pricing and vehicle. Then they hit booking API, they hit book.
Mm-hmm.
Then the request come to our booking system. From booking
Okay.
system we will add to the database, and then we will send to the Redis. Pops up from there. Ride matching will catch those requests and search the drivers nearby.
Mm-hmm. So how are you maintaining the availability of the drivers? Like I want like there can be n number of users, right? So do you know the estimate like how many drivers or how many riders can be there in a single day?
So currently, our system is not that much amount of users are not that much amount of customers, and not that much amount of drivers are there.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly like active drivers, hardly 10 to 20, 50 drivers are there, and they are our PHP application is there in production, but
Okay, okay.
we are developing
Well,
this from
so now
scratch.
it's fine. It will work good. So in later stage, let's suppose lakhs of users are coming. Okay, and your driver is there nearby where there are thousands of users are trying to book the same cab. Let's suppose only one cab is present and thousands of users are there nearby. So how it will make sure that it is consistent? Like if one of the rider has already booked that cab, then it should not show that the availability of that rider across all the consumers. You're getting it?
Yes, yes.
So how will
So
you maintain that consistency?
So basically, in this part is handled by our ride matching microservice. In ride matching
Okay.
microservice, first of
Mm-hmm.
all, we will send the request to the all the available drivers. As soon
Mm-hmm.
as the driver accept the ride, we will mark that driver in the that this driver is already occupied.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever the next request is coming, we are sending the request to those driver who are toggled on. First of all, driver are also toggled on. Then if driver toggle on and driver is not in ride, if driver is not in ride and it is toggle on, then we are sending that those requests to those drivers.
Okay. And how are you handling the OTP generation part? Let's suppose the rider is trying to get into that cabin and reach the destination. So he will first enter OTP, right?
Yeah. So as soon as the driver will accept, we are generating an
Mm-hmm.
OTP, and then we are sending that OTP to the customer. And when
Mm-hmm.
the driver will, basically we are maintaining the enums. So first, whenever driver accept, we will update the enum driver accepted.
Mm-hmm.
Then the customer will get the OTP. Then driver click on reach pick uh, go to pickup,
Mm-hmm.
enum. Then we update enum, and like all these are we are updating continuously in Firebase to know the application app team that these are the processes. And along with that, once the driver reach to the pickup, we will driver click on reach pickup API endpoint. After that, we will show the OTP screen to the driver, and
Mm-hmm.
here the driver will enter the OTP. Then we will check if this booking ID and OTP belongs to that particular consumer. Then accordingly we will verify the OTP.
Okay. So which database have you used?
Database is our PostgreSQL.
Okay. Why not MySQL or Oracle SQL or any other SQL? Why you have chosen PostgreSQL?
PostgreSQL we are using currently. We are developing system from scratch, and
Mm-hmm.
we have a consistent data. That's why we have used PostgreSQL.
Okay,
There's like we have put things simple because things we are developing from scratch. That's
okay.
why.
Have you made any kind of procedures? Have you written any kind of methods?
No, like we develop simple tables like booking. There is one booking table, pricing table,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a pricing structure: flat pricing, dynamic pricing,
Okay,
hourly pricing,
okay,
and normal booking tables, pickup info table, drop info table.
okay, okay. Got it. So there is one requirement like there are two threads. Okay. So are you aware of threads?
Yes,
Multi-threading, have you worked about? Okay,
yes,
so there will be two threads. So one thread will print the odd numbers, another thread will print the even numbers. So can you write the code for that?
yes. Can I share my screen?
Yes, yes.
You can enable first. I am not able to share.
Yeah, 1 second. I've enabled.
Okay. Is my screen is visible?
Not yet. And now it's
Can do I have to write in Notepad or ID?
no, you can write in Notepad also. No problem. If you're comfortable with ID, it's fine, or else you can do it in Notepad.
I think. Is it correct? Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Checking it. So here, how two threads are communicating with each other?
So first of all, I'm creating two threads. One is handling even numbers, one is handling odd numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm starting even thread and odd thread.
Okay.
So like it is not guarantee that this will print first. This will execute and this will it will
No, I need
maybe.
output like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. I want to print output. And For that, I want to know that for odd threads, there is one thread, for even there is another thread. And we have to make it consistent. Like it should print 1 to 10 in order.
In order, it should print 1 to 10.
Yeah. Otherwise, I can write one liner thread and I can just print it. So it will print it as it is. The main question is like we have to print it in order.
Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, now like so I have to print in order, right?
Yes.
First, okay,
It should be synchronized basically.
yeah,
Like if one thread is locking one resource of printing one, then other resource should not come and print two in place of one. Like it should be in order.
okay, I got you. So I have to synchronize keyword. I will do one thing. Synchronize. Okay, I will do one thing. I have to use synchronized keyword, right? Right.
Yeah, you have to synchronize it. But
So if then I will use Yes. Hello.
Yeah,
Will
have you
it will
written
it will print even and odd then odd.
the passing even and then passing code? Can
Yes.
you run this code? Are you sure it will print 1 to 10 in order?
In order, it won't print. It's
Yeah, that
print.
is the requirement, right? I need to print it in order.
So I have to. Okay. Okay,
It is
I got it.
not
So
printing.
what I will do here is,
It has skipped even numbers. Is it printing even numbers? Why
yeah,
it is printing like this? Like only even numbers it's printing, then odd numbers it's printing.
because first I am acquiring lock on when this first even number is first thread is acquiring lock on this method.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I should like uh, I use thread.sleep. I think if I will encounter, so I have to print from 1 0 1 2.
It will sleep that thread, but how it will make the how will it make it consistent? Like it should print one thread should print one, then second thread should print two, then first thread should print three. Like that it should go.
Okay, yeah, I got. So I have to write two separate methods.
Hmm.
If I'm- Okay, even.
Do you know the difference between sleep and wait method?
Yeah, sleep method will current thread will sleep if we call thread dot sleep, and wait method will like it will another thread will execute. It will current thread will wait
Mm-hmm.
or on and the another thread will execute.
Okay, so in sleep also current thread will sleep for certain duration of time, right?
Yes.
Then what's the difference between two?
Uh, wait. We will use wait whenever we want to hold the thread for some time.
Sleep will also hold that thread. It will allow that thread to sleep for certain duration. So in the background, you are just holding that thread to wait for some time.
Yes.
So where exactly wait method is used, where sleep can't be used.
So uh, whenever we do operations like producer consumer,
Mm-hmm.
on one side we are producing and another side we are consuming. So if we have on whatever if there are any list of numbers and we are putting each and every element in the in another list, and like we will take a size particular if the we will use if for example consumer is consuming the stream of elements,
Mm-hmm.
and we will make sure that if this the stack or the data structure is not empty. If it is empty, then we will wait the current thread. So consumer thread will wait, then the producer thread will continue its work, and it will push the element into that,
So
and then
what is this process called?
it is called event producer consumer problem. It is called event is coming from one side and we are
No,
consuming.
the way that threads are communicating with each other via wait method. What is this process called? The same mechanism here also will be applied. That's
Okay.
why I've asked. This is inter-thread communication basically. When both the threads are notifying each other, like my task is completed, now you can start your task. So this is like both threads are communicating with each other. So same concept here also we have to apply. So if first thread has acquired a lock and it has printed, So during that time, another thread will wait.
Yes.
So basically, you can create two separate class, one for odd and one for even, and you can create one counter at a class level or the static field, okay, which
Okay.
is the starting point, and one which will be the ending point. Okay, so end number will be final, like where it will end. Like I want to print from 1 to 10. So 10
Yes.
is the end number. But
Yes.
starting counter will vary. So initially it will be 0, then it will increase by 1, then again it will increase by 1, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
If I
So
consider only natural numbers, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. Okay,
okay.
so basically one class will have only, it will handle only even numbers. So in that basically you can check with while or for loop, like whether that I is even or odd. So if it is even, then that even class should process that and it will print that, or else it will wait.
Okay.
What it is doing actually, it is waiting for the other thread to execute. So once the other thread executes, it will notify. So there is some notify method also there. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Yeah, so it will notify to this particular thread ki my task is completed. I have executed and printed my odd number. Now you can print your even number. So once thread one gets notified, so now thread one will print the even number. Like that, it will coordinate and then it will print in order.
Okay. So like if I have to I have to apply synchronous keyword on the counter.
Yeah. Basically, you can put it on a block. Like if you put it only on the counter, it will be on one line. So you have to block that resource on that particular block of code where it is actually printing the even number.
Okay. So okay, I will try to do synchronized. I will erase counter. I will check if counter mod 2 it is even. No, it is odd. Then I will make a clear counter. It is if it is odd, I will synchronized. odd numbers. Print counter. Then I will, yeah, I will then I think I will notify plus plus. And I will notify here. Notify. So what it will do first, let's this this will execute. It will log the counter 0. What this will print 0, increment the counter 1, then it will see it is odd. It will make the current thread to wait. Then it will then this thread will sync. It will log this counter. Counter is 1, so it will print 1. It will 2. But I think this I have to make. I think I synchronous keyword I have to use inside while loop.
Why inside while loop?
Okay, but I have to use like I'm thinking where I will use notify.
So when it
After
should get notified? Once the work is completed, right?
yes. Okay, so I think it will wait. Okay, it will wait. It will wait here and initially counter is 0. It is it is not initially it is 0. It will print 0. So output is like initially print 0. Then counter plus plus counter will go 1. This is even. Then this will current thread will wait. After that, so meanwhile waiting, then this thread will another thread will executing meanwhile acquiring log on the counter.
So how will it notify basically?
Okay,
Like after printing counter a value, like 0 it has printed. So after that it should notify another method, right? You should go ahead with odd number printed.
so I think I will use here counter dot notify. After printing, I will, yeah, notify another thread to continue. So
Okay.
0 is printed. Then I have to do counter. I think here, here 0 printed. Count increment to 1. I will notify another thread to continue operation. 1, okay, 1. 0 is printed. Count increment to 1. We will notify another thread to continue. Okay, then it will continue from here.
Will it work?
I I think it will not work properly.
Why?
Okay, let me trace line by line. Let's the counter is initially 0.
Mm-hmm.
The thread first this thread will execute. We are acquiring lock on the counter. 1 0 is less than 10.
How it will
Print
make
0.
sure like first print even numbers will execute? Can't it execute print odd numbers first? It can go to any method, right, to create a
Yeah,
lock.
yes, correct. It will go to any method. So
Mm-hmm.
what I will do, if it go to this method, counter is 0.
Mm-hmm.
If double equal to 0, we are allow him to wait. We are not printing.
Okay, okay.
Wait, so it will go here
So what does it
0.
signify if that particular thread is waiting?
Signify me like one thread is waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So like when we route counter dot wait, so what happened? The
Mm-hmm.
thread that is executing print odd numbers
Mm-hmm.
is it's waiting,
Okay.
and the thread that is working on counter is the another thread that is working on counter will execute. So another thread
Mm-hmm.
is print even number, it will
Okay.
execute.
Okay. Okay. It will
Then when
that
counter
thread.
dot notify what it do, it will tell other thread to continue. The
Mm-hmm.
thread who is acquiring counter,
Okay.
who is working on counter, it will notify another thread to continue your operation.
Mm-hmm.
I think something okay. 0 0 we print 0, then it will become 1. We notify.
Then execute it once.
Okay. Right.
You are synchronizing only the counter. So it will get confused like which of the thread is owner. So basically, you need to create a separate class so that threads can work solely for that class. Okay, like one for event thread, one for odd thread.
Separate class.
Yeah, you can do it separately. Okay,
Okay.
you can do it. So if you face any problem, you can let me know. I will share with the code.
So okay.
I'm giving you one more problem statement. So what's the criteria like to put anything as a key in the hash map? So do you know the internal functionality how hash map is working?
Yes. So hashmap works on hashmap store key value pairs, and if the key is any custom object, then we will override the equals and hash code method, so that whenever we are putting that key in our hash map,
Mm-hmm.
the hash code that generated is always unique. So if it is unique, then it is easy to store those key value pair in the hash map. And what happens, like whenever we storing key value pairs, if for example collision happens, like all the key have same hash code.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens, till before Java 8, we there is a linked list running through the array of buckets. So we are
Okay.
keep storing the key value pairs for that particular bucket in the pair
Mm-hmm.
of linked list. But if it exists certain amount, then it is converting to the tree set.
Tree
It,
set.
no, no, it will convert. Yeah, tree set. I think it will convert in tree set, or
No, it will get converted to red black tree basically.
yeah, red black tree.
Okay, so what's the change in time complexity? Like before Java 8 and after Java 8?
Before Java 8, if we storing, it will taking order of n in case of collision.
Mm-hmm.
But in after Java 8, the order uh, time complexity decreases to order of log n
Mm-hmm. Okay,
when adding the key.
okay, got it. So, like once, let's suppose it has been reduced to a below threshold value, so still uh, it will be tree map or a black tree only, or will it become linked list? So, is there any threshold value
It is a
above which?
yeah. There is a threshold value, 16. I think 8 or 16. After that, it will convert to red black tree.
Okay, so let's suppose again it came to 7. Then what will happen?
No, it will continue with linked list only.
It will get continued to linked
If
list.
we are
Okay,
below, then
okay, got it. So, like like what's the contract between hash code and equals method? And how can we implement hash code and equals method with any example? Let's suppose
so
there's an employee class with employee ID, name, salary, department. So I want to make sure like each employee records are unique based upon the ID. Okay. So name and salary can be same. Name, salary, department can be same, but employee ID can differ. So I have to design my equals method in such a way like it should check the ID only. It should not check other parameters.
yeah, so we have to override the equals method.
Mhm.
In that, we will check based on the ID. Of there is
So
one
what will you
calling
write
option.
there? Yeah, what will you write? How will you write equals method?
I will write object the return type equals and taking
Mm-hmm.
one object. Then I
Okay.
will typecast that object to employee object.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will compare employee dot get ID
Mm-hmm.
with this dot ID,
Okay.
like this, and override hash code for hash code is overriding necessary, because if we are storing that employee object in our hash map,
Mm-hmm.
then it is easy to store, like collision will not take place if we write custom hash code.
Okay. What will happen if we don't override hash code and if we override only equals method? Will it work fine?
No, actually,
Why?
if equals is used uh, to to find the right hash code is used to find the right bucket when
Mm-hmm.
you're storing in hash map, the which bucket we have to map, and equals is used to compare two objects.
Mm-hmm. If we
if
don't
we
override hash code, then how equals method will work?
if we won't override hash code, then yeah, what happens, for example, two different object
Mm-hmm.
has same hash code, there is a
Mm-hmm.
possibility, and but we
Yeah.
want but we don't want that same hash code to for two different objects.
Mm-hmm. So what
So
will
that's
happen in that scenario if we don't override hash code and logically two different objects will be having same hash code, but we have not overridden. So where those data will get stored in the hash
so what we will do, like if we won't override hash code, then like there's a chance that uh, data get overridden. Like if we are storing one employee object,
map?
we are storing another employee object,
Mm-hmm.
uh, data might get overridden.
How it will get overwritten? So it will not be able to identify the actual hash code, right? Where exactly, because based upon hash code only, it will find the index. And based upon index, it will find the bucket. Like what
Yes,
is the index value? It will find the bucket. But here we are not only overriding hash code. So how will it find out the specified bucket? Or multiple keys will point to the same bucket. How will it identify that? If you override hash code, then it is 100% sure every time you call that method, it will point to the same bucket only. But if we don't override hash code, then two or three separate keys that logically will return with the same hash code might lie onto different buckets.
yes.
Okay, so
So
this is wrong, right?
okay,
So that's why we have to override hash code. And whenever we override equals, we should override hash code so that
yes,
it maintains the consistency and to maintain the contract basically.
yeah,
Got it, right?
yes,
So I have sent you one code, okay? Sorry,
okay,
one map values. So basically key is storing some strings. So in
okay.
case of string, do we need to override hash code and equals method?
No, because it
Why?
is already string. String. First of all, string is an immutable class.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it's final, so we cannot override. And
Okay, okay.
the string already has a hash code and equals there.
Okay, okay. Got it. So this is five values I have put it up in map. Okay, so what we have to do, so we have to sort the employees based upon their first name. So you can see like employee ID, employee first name, employee last name, and employee salary is present in the
Okay,
constructor part. Okay, so basically what we have to do, you can create one normal class which contains employee ID, name, first name, last name, and salary, and we have to make use of Java 8 to sort the employees based upon their first name. If first name is same, then we have to sort based upon their last name.
okay. So I have to write a custom comparator.
Yeah, like, no, no, with Java 8 you have to do.
Okay, okay.
How will you approach with custom comparator? Can you tell me that?
I will extend I will implement comparator.
Okay,
In
then
that I will declare I will write the body of compare method.
okay,
Then I will call the method that is like based on the if employee ID is same, then I will compare based on the string.
I didn't told ID. I told first name. If it is same, it should sort based upon last name.
Okay, then in custom comparator I will compare the first name. If the first
Okay,
name is same, then I will go for the last name. If
okay,
it was lexicographically, I will compare the last name, and this is
okay,
whole thing I write and compare.
okay. So you have written your name comparator. Okay, a separate class you have created. So now how can we make use of that to actually sort it?
Okay, so what I will do first is uh, I will use this map. Okay, I have a map now. Map dot. Uh, I will convert this to the streams of list of employees, and I
Hmm.
will filter. Not I will filter. Can I write in ID?
Yes, 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 yeah. If you are making use of streams, then do we need to create a separate comparator class?
No, if we are using Steam, then it won't need to create, I think.
Okay.
So I have color. One minute. I will add.
Some background noise is coming.
Okay, one.
Yeah, is it done? You are on mute.
Yeah, is it
Yeah,
done?
is it okay? Can you run the code? See if it is working.
1 minute. In employee, I have to override. No, no, no. I think a two string. Override two strings. Is it fine?
Okay. Yeah, it looks good. So what have you done?
This part I have write in one line also using ternary operator.
Yes, yes. No, it's fine. So what you have done this?
So what I have done, first of all, I created the entry set of this
Hmm.
whole map. It will contains the object of entry, and then I will created a stream,
What's
and
the
I have
return type of entry set? What does it
entry
return?
entry
Only entry set.
set of
Yeah.
set of entry of key value pairs.
Okay, why stream is directly not working with map?
Mm, it will work on the. I think it will because stream will contain stream work on the continuous flow of data which they get from this entry set, but they it will not get from map. Map won't support the list continuous flow of data.
Yeah, because stream works on only list and set and like collection interface methods, but map is not a part of collection interface.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes. And then I call this sorted method, and I am passing the lambda expression custom
Hmm.
comparator,
Okay.
and then I am collecting it in the list. Then I am again then to print I am because this is a it will terminal operation. That's why
Hmm.
I'm calling again stream.
So what will it return? Like if just need to store the value of that list, like till collectors dot to list. So what it will return me till here?
It will return the entries list of entry objects.
List of entry objects. So it
Yes,
will contain list of all the map elements, which is in
yes,
which has been put in the map in
yes.
the
All the
sorted fashion. Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Okay. Then after that we have run for each method and then we're printing key and value.
Yes,
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. So you have worked upon Spring Boot, right?
yes,
Okay. So how will you create a mapping between two entities? Like let's suppose I would need to create a relation between class and a student.
yes.
Okay. So how will you create a mapping between them at the entity layer?
Mm, there's a mapping by using annotation like one to one mapping, many to many, many to one, one to many.
So here what will you use?
I have to map between employee and
Class and student.
class and student.
Yeah.
Okay, class has multiple students, so one class has one to many mapping I will use. One class has many students.
So in a school there will be only one class.
School there is more than one class. Okay, many to many I will use.
Okay.
Many class has many students.
Okay. So how will you implement it at the entity level?
Uh, in the okay, so I will first of all I will write a class called school.
Okay.
In that I will add the member of private member class, and I will
Mm-hmm.
annotate with one to many.
Okay.
One school has many class. Then I will
Okay.
write a separate class. In that I will write a student. I will declare a student variable
Mm-hmm.
of student data type, and I will its data type is list of students,
Mm-hmm.
and I will annotate it with many to many, and same I on the in the student class I will declare the list of class.
Mm-hmm.
In there also I will annotate that class with many to many mapping.
Okay. So one class can have many students. So here, if it is like one to many mapping, so in that, what will be the owner side and what will be the owning side? So how will you refer mapped by? Where will you write the mapped by part?
Okay,
You have
map
to
by,
map both the entities, right?
yes, I will use in class.
Class, right?
Map by is in a annotation we use map by when we want to uh, one refer other side from looking on one side, like if you want the class as well as associated students with that,
Mm-hmm.
then on the class side we will use map by student.
Okay. So one class can have many students. So let's suppose I want to fetch the data of the class. Okay. So I want to see only class related data. I don't want to see students related data. So what changes you will do for that?
I will use the eager and lazy loading concept. I will use eager lazy loading, so it won't get the classes students associated with that class. We only get the classes.
Okay. And let's suppose I want to save the data in database. Okay. So if I am saving student, if I'm saving class, then automatically students and all the details with respect to classes will be stored in database.
Yes.
So how
So
will you achieve that?
there is a one annotation I will use persist. Yeah, okay, I have to persist the data.
Mhm,
For that I will this one annotation uh, this one annotation, what it will do if we uh, save the one class, then associated student will also get saved.
mhm.
So it's one annotation I'm not getting, I think annotation
But
or
we have to make sure, like, if I am doing any kind of remove operation or update operation, then it should happen at a class level only. Okay. But only if I am saving data in database, then if class I am saving, then student details also should get saved in DB.
okay.
But not this should not work with respect to other operation like update operation or remove operation.
If I am deleting class,
So
okay, if
only
I
class should get deleted, student details should not get deleted.
okay, so I will use cascade by
Okay.
cast. There is I think four types of cascade by.
Is it cascade by? Are you sure?
uh, there is a concept of cascading, like I know
Yes, yes,
which.
yes, that is fine. So there is cascade type. Okay. So within that cascade type, there are various enum values will be there. Okay.
Okay,
So which one will you use to just save data in database, not for other operation?
there is persist. One is persist, and one is
Yeah.
four types of there. One is persist, and is delete removal, something like I'm not
Yeah,
recalling.
so
It
there is
was,
a persist. Okay, so
yeah,
if you make use of persist, then only while saving the child class data will get saved. The parent class, sorry, parent class data will be saving, so child class data will automatically get saved. But
yes.
not with other kind of operation like update, remove. So if you want to do all kind of operation, then what will you do? Like whatever I'm doing on the student, sorry, on the class side, then all student details should automatically get saved or delete or anything.
There is a cascade type dot all. I will use.
Yeah, correct.
That was-
Okay. So, like I want to do a uh, rollback mechanism. So, like if I'm rollbacking all the data with respect to student, then automatically class details automatically should get rolled back. So, let's suppose some issue came while storing data in database. So, I'm storing data of class in database. as well
Yes.
as I'm storing data of students. Automatically, it will get saved. So
Mm.
let's suppose some issue came with saving student data in database.
Okay.
So automatically, it should get rolled back to the previous state. So the class should not get rolled. So class should also get rolled back, as well as student details should also get rolled back from the database. So what will you do to achieve this?
So I will use a transactional annotation on
Okay.
the class level.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we are we are doing any database operation, if
Mm-hmm.
any operation fails in between,
Okay.
then whole complete operation will get rolled back. So it will make a chunk. It will make a chunk that it will allow to execute the complete task. A complete
Okay.
transaction should happen. Then we can close that connection. After that connection will close. Otherwise, it will roll back.
Okay. Okay. And let's suppose there are multiple threads are trying to acquire the resource in case of Hibernate, I am telling you. So how will you make sure like there is no phantom read operation happening? Are you aware of dirty read, phantom read concepts?
Dirty?
Dirty read and phantom read concepts.
No. Dirty.
So if like one thread is trying to make some changes and those changes are being done and it is committed, then again some changes are being done. So second thread will check the committed data. So the next change data thread 2 will not be able to get it, right? So there will be a dirty read operation. So do you know how can we handle those dirty read operations?
I think we use a annotation async, not async because
So that is for functional programming. Like in parallel, if you want to execute the methods, then I think we have to use.
so no, I
So there
don't.
is read committed isolation levels will be there. Isolation level and propagation levels, you should go through that. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so let's suppose there are like multiple beans are present. Okay, like 10, 15 beans are present. So at a runtime, if it is executing those many beans, so it will create an issue, right? I don't want to execute all 10 to 15 beans at server startup. I just want 5 to 6 beans to get initialized at server startup. So how will you make sure like it should not get instantiated whenever we are starting the server?
I will lazy initialize those bean.
Yeah, how will you do that?
Yes, because after if we do lazy initialization, then all beans are not created. Well, like if we are auto wiring that bean somewhere, then only that bean is created.
Yeah, so how will you write it basically?
So uh, uh, on the method which is returning any object, I will annotate with bean and annotate it with lazy annotation.
Okay. Or there is some other way around as well. You can put condition on that beat. There is annotation like added conditional on property annotation. Are you aware of it?
No,
Okay. So if you are adding added conditional on property annotation over that bean, so it will add the condition. There is prefix, there is value, there is having value, three parameters it will take. So prefix and value is nothing but the parameters it is fetching from properties file. So there is like enabled content having value which is true and false. So if it is true, then only it will process. If it is false, it will not initialize the bean. So these kind of properties will be there. Okay. So how can you make sure like proper communication is happening in the microservices?
uh, it is event driven communication or direct communication.
Event driven communication is happening.
I'm using Redis
Why
PubSub.
Redis? There are multiple cache like inbuilt enable caching mechanism is present in Spring Boot. And why you are choosing Redis cache?
Redis is actually lightweight. Its publisher subscriber model is lightweight. That's why
Hmm.
I will use Redis for communication, even
Okay.
for event driven communication.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So, like if one of the state gets broken, so there are multiple states, right? So let's suppose A is calling B, B is calling C microservice. So let's suppose C microservice gets failed to return the data. So it should
Yes,
not wait for infinite period of time, right? It should return some dummy data back. So how will you achieve this?
I will write down the retry mechanism for that.
Okay, retry mechanism. So is there any design pattern you will implement for that?
No, there are design patterns, but I am not aware of that.
Okay, there is circuit breaker design
or
pattern.
retry.
Got it right? There is
Your
circuit breaker design
video
pattern.
is lagging. Okay.
Okay, got it. So, can you write one SQL query to print third largest salary?
Okay. Actually, I done sketch. I'm not revised the SQL. That's why. I will try. Okay.
So it will keep on increasing, right? If I'm putting n at largest, like 100
Yeah.
largest,
It's not.
200 largest, so it will,
It's not
we have
efficient.
to optimize it. Yeah. So you can go through that. Is a very important question. This is first level question which I told you. Second level question will be like for each department I want maximum salary, both in streams way as well in Java 8 as well as in the query part. Okay.
Actually, I'm not. I haven't revised the SQL. Like,
Okay, okay. So just revise those concepts as well as you can revise on Docker Kubernetes part, cloud part. So those part I haven't touched yet. And Java part good. So multi-threading we have to work upon a bit. Okay, so how can we synchronize it for two classes? Okay,
I am
how
good
can
in debugging. Like, if there is a multi-threading code is there, I am good to trace it line by line what is happening
yeah,
at
but in the interview it is a different scenario, right? We have a limited time. In that time only I've given you a lot of time. So interview will not give you that much time. So
Okay.
within 8 to 10 minutes max they will give you to implement odd and even thread. Even if like if they see like you are writing, you are understanding, then only they will give. So if you are not showing up much within 4 or 5 minutes, they can move on to next set of questions. So you should be ready with your answers.
Okay.
Okay, these are most commonly asked. Like I'm recently also giving interviews. So out of 6 7 interviews, 3 interviews I got this question as a 8 years experience. I'm telling.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a common questions that you can be getting in every interviews.
And like how
Yes.
you rate me on Spring Boot part, Java, and experience, how I showed in communication.
Yeah, communication wise, it's good. I will rate you around 8. Okay. In Java is around 7 because still you have to show a little bit work on the multi-threading part, like proactively what all things you need to do. Because I was giving you a lot of hints, so interviewer will not give you so many hints. They will just give you a problem statement. You have to write it in. If you're
Okay.
not able to write it, they can move to different question. There are very few
Okay.
interviewers who will give you hints again and again, but that will come as a negative counterpart.
Okay.
So these are the things. And Spring Boot, yeah, I've not covered much question. There can be a lot of questions that can be asked on Spring Boot. So yeah, it can be rated around 7.5. And in microservice, it's around 6. So you need to work on microservice design patterns, logging mechanism, centralized logging mechanism. So how will you trace the issue? If there are like multiple microservices connected with each other, if there's any issue with one of the microservice, how will you trace the issue? Because debugging
We
is
use
the
log.
concern.
Yes, there's a
Huh?
logging pattern na, to
Yeah,
trace out the issue.
yeah. So how will you act? How will you create your own logger? How will you customize that logging mechanism?
Okay.
Okay, so those kind of questions can also be asked. In circuit breaker design pattern, you are not aware of only. So there are multiple set of questions on circuit breaker. Okay, there is half open state, closed state. Okay, so these are the open state, half open state, closed state. So these are three states in circuit breaker.
Okay.
Then distributed transaction in microservice. So there are a lot of things that can be touched, which I have not touched yet. And design pattern also I haven't touched yet much. Like
Okay.
I can tell you to write the code in singleton design pattern, break free singleton design pattern. How will you write it? So those kind of questions also ask.
Okay.
We just prepare it once with code and all. You can schedule for next week also, so that I can cover end to end. Okay, whatever things were remaining.
Okay. And one more thing I have to ask. In actually, I'm current company that I'm working in is startup.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving that because I'm already left. I'm serving notice period because I have lot of work pressure is there in that. I have to work on Saturday, Sunday. I'm
Okay.
getting
Okay.
health issues as well.
Okay. Okay.
And I joined up in February 25 and I'm leaving in 7 months hardly. So if they ask interviewer why you're leaving so early, what should I tell them?
Yeah, you can tell like I'm looking out for a good career growth. Okay. And most of the projects were on the legacy part. So I was not able to open up for the latest tech parts with respect to cloud and all. So you should relate your answer with respect to that. You should not tell like you were not getting much time. Those things you should not include in your answer. So I will tell you like you have covered 7 months, try to cover 3, 4 months more so that 1 year will be completed. Can you do that if possible?
No, I'm actually serving notice period. I
Okay,
already
okay. How
resigned.
many months notice period is there?
2 months. Like it is
So,
yet to end like on September 8th.
okay. So including notice period is 7 months or excluding notice period?
Including a notice period, I am completing 7 months till
Okay,
8th.
okay. Yeah, then it's fine. You should be ready with your answer. So they will not ask much question. Out of 10, only 2 or 3 will ask this question. Why within 7 months? They will not see the dates part much. They will focus mostly upon the tech stacks.
And like, what is like, for example, if I'm not able to get any offer till 8th of September,
Mhm.
then if there is a gap happen 1 2 months or 3 months, like how much gap should we consider? Like it is good to consider.
Should not be more than 2 to 3 months. Okay. So if it is going more than 3 months, you will get the job within 3 months. You're having around 3.6 years, 4 years of experience. So you will get the job, start applying to Naukri, LinkedIn. Okay. In LinkedIn, just start creating some post so that you will get the traction of the recruiters there. Are you posting anything on LinkedIn?
I'm not post like I'm applying. I'm reaching out to the recruiters. I'm
Yeah.
uh, seeing the post of if they post, then I will doing cold email and also doing DM to the LinkedIn.
Okay. Okay. So are you getting response from there?
Yeah, some response I'm getting a response from some there and some interviews yet to schedule.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you can just reach out and try to create content on LinkedIn at least twice a week if you can create whatever things you are learning on a
Okay,
daily basis. You can put it on LinkedIn with your photo like that. So it will create attraction there. So they will reach out to you.
okay,
Okay. And you have to maintain your resume also. Like what's your ATS score? So based upon that also first level of shortlisting happens. If your resume is not proper, then the shortlisting only will not happen.
how much you rate on my resume after seeing it?
Yeah, let me check it once. The header part is looking good. So you're having 3.2 years of education. You can put it at the last. Work experience you can write instead of experience. And there should be some font change. Like you have put Lakshminarayan College in bold and education experience you have put it normally.
Okay,
Education and experience should also be in bold and font should increase a bit.
okay.
Okay. And you should write roles and responsibilities. Your Voltage services, is it the name of a company or is it the name of service you have given? It's not
Company.
clear over here.
It's a
Okay.
company.
Yeah, you should write properly. Okay, this is the client name, this is the roles and responsibility, and this is the project name, and this is the and project name you should not write in bullet point. It's just one of the part of your project. Okay, a bullet point starts from the second point, like lead backend development for a ride-hailing app instance, and try to include some quantifying metrics, some numbers, like how many members you have served in a team, what was the impact-driven inputs you have to write. Like if you have developed something from scratch, what was the impact? Is client appreciated with you, or any response time reduction happens after your implementation? What actually happens? That impact you have to write
Actually, code
along.
was not our system. Code was not went to the production. Like it is like we are developing it. It is in a QA only. Like QA is testing it and then they are raising bug.
Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, you can write it like you have implemented this part, you have the POC part, and it is the lead has also appreciated, and client has also appreciated with the work you have done. Like that also you can write. And you have worked with a team of 5, 7 people. Those also things you can write.
And
Okay.
like we cannot give the reason they removed the entire Java team. That's why.
No, no, no. Those things are not required. Say the interviewer doesn't know about your past, right? You have to explain in such a way that only positive things can reflect.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. I will. I have sent you a request on LinkedIn. Can
Okay,
you
I will
accept?
accept it. Yeah.
Can you like provide me referral? Like once I prepare, I will give next interview.
Yeah. Can schedule for next week so that I can cover end to end everything. Then I will see that. I will see your resume as well as LinkedIn also. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Devji.
Okay. No
Thank you very
problem.
much.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.